Step 3, writing the mantra. One of my favorite things to talk about. Writing is, like I said before, we're manifesting energy into matter. Writing actually does this for you. Now, you have a thought, right? If you write it down, you've transferred that thought into matter. It's now physically represented on a piece of paper. Same thing with the mantra and your goals. Write your goals as well. But writing the mantra, Shreem Brzee, it's now floating around. It's been this vibration. You're chanting out loud. You're chanting it quietly. It's playing in your environment. And now you write it down to materialize it, to have it form from idea into matter, unmanifest to manifest. And you can also visualize what you wish to create. So this can be a very creative, fun exercise where you're not just like going through the motions of trying to write it down, but to be thinking like, oh, wow, what do I want? What is this house or this car, or this, relationship, or this vacation, or, amount of money in my bank account? What are the things that I want? And then just writing it down and just having a little fun with it. Okay. Little pro tips here. It's fun to get one dedicated notebook. It can be very small that you just carry around with you. So if you're waiting online, you can be writing. If you're on a train, you can be writing. If you're doing anything where there's some idle time, you can be writing. So that's one way to do it, just in between time. If you're in a meeting and you're just like waiting for the next person to come through, whatever, there's any idle time, utilize it to be chanting or writing. Okay. And then if you carry this little notebook around with you, you have a little something to jot it down and really no excuses. Also, if you want to keep maybe a larger notebook on your desk, so if you're at a station where you work regularly, then you can just be writing, just write one an hour, write it a couple times. Question, how many times? At least 9 times a day. 9 is a magic number. It's a number for the goddess. Write it at least 9 times a day. That's not a lot. It's going to take you less than a minute to do that, most likely. If you want to really go for it, you can do 108 a day. And on full moons, you want to do 1,008 within that whole full moon period. It could even be the day before and the day after, kind of getting the whole vibes. It's 1,008 is a lot. It's quite a commitment. I've done it before. It's possible. But those are other ways where you can be writing, and how you can be writing, and why you should be writing, and when you should be writing. So on any day, it's just any time of the day that you write it. But on full moons, very powerful to write it extra amount of times.